Alright, it's been ages. I don't know how long it's been. But they finally decided to add on to the story. So we're gonna go check that out. It is really hot. Have a bottle of cold water. You can probably hear it. Aquafina. Purified water. Oh yeah. Don't you gotta love it, want it. Okay. So what happened last time? I think we were looking for an ancient name. Why didn't I just make me manually walk in the door? Okay, yeah, so this music is too much for what's happening. So this is Citlali, and she is the new 5-star current character. She's the one that's supposed to give us our ancient name. I was trying to see if I can get Chiori, because she's kind of alright. But even if I got her, I doubt I would use her much. And then they winded up giving me Hazo, who I already have. So I guess Hazo, you can get him off this banner. There's somebody was asking a while back, like, when does well, he's a 4-star. Most 4-stars are hidden within 5-star banners. Pretty much like any and every 4-star character in the game, they're hidden within the 5-star banners. You can even probably get them off this banner as well. Like, you can get them off any character banner. It's just random. I mean, I could try for Citlali. She's kind of cool in the way she plays. She kind of is like a DJ nonsense. And then at some point, she kind of whips out, like, rollerblades. There we go. Okay, it's a little different. They changed it a bit from what it looked like when I've seen people that were teasing it. She does look just a little different. This is the same. Wow. Her shorts are weird. I don't understand people who wear clothes like that. Or like one side's completely torn out. It's like, who's that meant to be for? Yeah, her outfit looks slightly different. I can't tell if they changed her in a way. I know this is different. They have her stop in the front, and originally they would have her stop where her back was facing you, so they changed the animation. But I kind of feel like her outfit is slightly different somehow. Like, I don't remember this long blue braid. Like, looks like they might have slightly changed her. Because she does look a little different than in like the preview teasers when people were leaking her online. Like, she looks the same, but her outfit's just slightly a little different. And her skate animation is different. They changed it slightly. She would spin around and stop with her back facing you.
Thank you so much. The Adventurers Guild has been overwhelmed these days.
So it was already a proven fact that Catherine's voice actress is Ayaka's voice actress, so it's weird.
No worries at all. We've always valued the strength of adventurers. Given the current situation, it's vital that we all work together. Since we're facing the same enemies, I'll send you the intel we've collected on the Abyss so far. Then we can take a look at how to coordinate our efforts.
Is it just weird? Does this guy seem like a schemer? Like, tell me what you know so I can pretend to tell you what I know, but I just want to know what you know so they can help me know what I should know. You know?
Alright, thank you so much.
So, Catherine's not a real person. She's actually a doll. Created by none other than the Fatui, if I remember correctly. And there's like another girl who almost looks like Lumine with the same fucking hairstyle, who's puppeteering her. I don't know what's up with that. Like, I don't understand that.
Hi, Catherine, it's us! Got any new commissions?
Hi, Catherine, it's me, seeing through your eyes and everything.
You two have come just in time. I've got some good news. The Pyro Archon has finished assembling her forces and stationed them all across Natlan.
Okay.
Given how the Abyss has ramped up its activities lately, we can no longer afford to act only after receiving news of an invasion.
Girl, I want whatever that potion is on that shelf behind you, looking like some Legend of Zelda juice!
So the Pyro Archon suggested that the Scions of the Canopy and the Adventurers Guild focus on collecting and disseminating intel. That way, we can stay informed of everything that's happening across the land.
That word, disseminating, don't fucking say it like that. So we're gonna be teaming up with Kanish then? Because he's like one of the main people of the Scion of the Canopy.
Once we receive word of enemy activity, we can notify the nearest camp and the stationed forces can take immediate action.
That'll lead to a faster response time.
Yes, precisely. This should also allow us to focus on gathering information, rather than running around and trying to tackle everything at once.
The way she said yes precisely, almost like no shit. The way, like the tone, it was like, well, no shit.
So please also take
Like,
a chance
duh.
to relax, you two. You've been working hard these days, and this will be a good opportunity for some well-deserved rest.
Girl, I want one of those blue blankets on that rack. Look at them colors. Blue and purple are two of my favorite colors. I even kind of like the one in the middle a little bit. And I'm not really big on orange, but kind of like the pattern a little.
So that's the plan. Whew, we can finally stop and take a break.
But the threat of the abyss is still far from over.
Paimon knows that. It's not like Paimon just wanted to lay here and do nothing.
Don't lie. You wanted to go eat cotton candy and look at fucking twinkler lights. Don't you lie.
The movements of the Abyss are always unpredictable. There have also been times when it suddenly became more active in the past. The people here generally see it as something like an acute natural disaster.
You know what's messed up is none of these people in this region know that our brother, our twin brother, our beautiful Ether, is the one who's leading the Abyss. Like, what are they gonna think when they know that? I kind of wish that we would have the twin interject a little more. I mean, it's cool to understand the world of the other characters in the world in which we are in, but the main plot of the story is to find our twin, and I kind of wish they would interject and add more emphasis on them. And I feel like since the beginning of the game, you've only ever seen Ether a few times. Like, we've only ever met him like 3 times. Well, I think I've only met him 3 times. Was it 3? I think it was 3. We've seen him through some memories like 2 times, and then we met him 3 times. We met him first underneath the underground place with the frickin' statue of Venti upside down. That was the first time. The second time we didn't meet him, Dane met him, where he's like, I think I'm the one falling into a trap. So that was then, and then the third time, which was technically the second time, is where you met him inside Cullivre's memories. Where he's like, how am I supposed to give you an answer when I can't even give myself an answer as to what I'm doing? How can I explain it to you, like, let alone myself? He's like, I don't even have the answer to give you, because I can't give myself an answer either. So it kind of seems like Ether's not bad. I think what it truly is, because Dane gave it away in one of the other storylines, is he's being manipulated by Dane's brother, who was called the Sinner. He was the one that was in the purple crystal with the chains that we spoke to briefly. If you ask me, I think he's manipulating Ether. He's like mind controlling him. Because even Dane asked us, do you think your twins betrayed you? Me, I said yeah, and he goes, no, not yet. There's still time for you two to reconcile, but there's no time for me to reconcile with my brother. The damage is done. So, that kind of hints as well as that Ether's not truly evil. But because there isn't enough to really go on, it's hard to say. But I kind of wish they would have us meet more. I kind of hate that crap that's like, oh, I'm not worried about you. It's like, you two were together since birth and you seem like you care for each other almost like lovers at some points. It feels weird. You would think they would interject with each other a little more than that. Like, I want to see true chaos. Like, Lumine's fighting on the side of the gods, Ether's fighting on the side of Conrian, and because they're already against each other in some ways, I want to see more of that. Like, see which twin's fighting for the true side. But at the same time, I think they're kind of tied, because the gods of this world kind of have a grudge towards Celestia already also, so they wouldn't even fight on the side of Celestia, and a lot of them have given up their gnosis or had them stolen, so they're not connected to Celestia anymore anyway, they're free. So it would be interesting if the gods joined the side and we all fought on the same side, like Aether's side with our side against Celestia. Like it changes. But I kind of feel like, I don't know if that's really the direction you should go with this story. Because this game is often meant to be tragic at points, so I doubt it.
Once the disaster is over, everyone will return to their normal lives.
Doubt that.
We just all hope that day will be sooner rather than later.
I'm losing my mind right now. Oh my god, why does her eyes match the bottles in the background?
Oh, right. Most people have no idea just how bad the situation has gotten in the Night Kingdom.
I also hope the day of peace will come soon. Oh, hello. She walked from behind a little chandelier thingy on the left because she's such a small character. I didn't even see her load in. I see what they did there. They put it in frame so that you couldn't see her load in. Also, why is that not voiced? Is that you guys? Hi.
Oh, hey, Kachina! Are you feeling better now?
Yeah, not really. Isn't the time to stay at home and recover anyway? I wanted to do something to help. I heard that the Pyro Icon is gathering warriors to be stationed in a more remote area, so I came here to get to... Oh my god. So I came here to sign up. I don't know why her voice lines are gone. Don't push yourself. I would just say impressive. Don't think I haven't read. Don't think I can't read, because I can't read. Don't think I haven't heard about all the things you've been doing. With everyone working so hard, I've got to do my part too. Oh, by the way, Shilonen told me she was ordered to forge you an ancient name. She said she's all set and we can head over when we're ready.
Wow! So we'll finally get to meet Shilonen, the
Catwoman.
legendary forger of ancient names!
Catwoman.
I still can't believe anyone could forge those things.
She's Catwoman. Shilonen is a true master. Not only can she forge ancient names, but also all sort of new and fun things. She's always got a pile of commissions on her plate, so you usually have to wait a while before she finishes something. In this case, though, she's completely cleared her schedule just to work with you. She wants to give your name her full attention, and we should properly thank her when we meet her. Well, I've already signed up as a warrior, so all I have to do for now is wait for my assignment. If it's okay, maybe we can go see Shilonen together? She wouldn't turn me away, right? I mean, I hope she wouldn't.
Hey, have some confidence in yourself, Kachina. After all, you're already a victor of the Night Warden Wars.
Everyone's so proud of you. You're the future of your tribe. Huh? I would do it, but I can't. I'm really worn out. My voice isn't what it used to be. I'm exhausted. That's why. I've had a lot going on in my life, and I'm really exhausted. I take care of my mom who has cancer full time, and then just last week we were told that her dad, my only remaining grandfather, he has cancer too. Yeah, he was just told that he has it. It runs in my family, and it strikes my family members mysteriously, sometimes multiple all at once. And we've already lost several, so I'm on edge lately because my mother got help, but she still has it. But they're saying that my grandfather can't receive treatments because he's 78 and he's too weak to undergo chemo. And it spread from his liver to his spleen to the bones in his back to his lungs. And because it's in too much various places, they said even if they tried it, they couldn't get rid of all of it. But it pisses me off that they don't even want to try. They put him in a freaking nursing home. My uncle, because he has power of attorney because he's the oldest sibling. And they don't want to do nothing. So I've been under a lot of stress. My voice is fading. Yeah, I usually record all my videos in bulk. I'm allowed to upload 10 videos a day. I got a pass thing from YouTube a couple months ago. I was editing multiple thumbnails and they said, hey, you're spamming. Send us a picture of your ID to prove that it's really you and you're not an AI channel. And I sent them a real photo picture of my real state ID with my real name, birthday, and address and all that shit on it. And they gave me back control of permissions on my channel and said, well, you're allowed to post 10 videos a day of whatever you want. Just don't do more than that. And they said that not everybody on YouTube even gets that option, because they actually locked me out of my account, and they took away my ability to use custom thumbnails and even my ability to upload videos. They took away like 2 of my channel permissions, and I had to give them a picture of my ID to reinstate my channel, basically. And now that I did that, I have like a special pass now. But I just can't work on stuff despite being able to, with everything that's going on. So I usually do. I record 10 videos all at once, and I upload them all in a group, 10, because that's how many I'm allowed. I'm not allowed any more than that. That's why sometimes my uploads are really sporadic. I have like a burst of 10 or 5 or 6. It's random. And then I wait like 3 days. Sometimes I wait a whole damn week, because it stresses me out. It's hard to work on videos when I'm a permanent, everyday, 24/7 health keeper. So, but I do what I can. That's why I said I would have gave her a different voice for that, but what am I supposed to say? It's a scream, but I think it's more of a surprise, like, huh? But I can't do it. I have one of those voices that my voice at times doesn't sound right. So if I was to do it how she would have did it, it probably wouldn't have sounded right. I'm not gonna try. On second thought, maybe I'll just find a hole in the ground to jump into and hide for a while. Beyond the smoke and mirrors, I'm losing my mind. Yes, that's why my voice sounds a little deep at times. I'm just stressed. So, are we going to be working with Kenichi or what? Shincho, what the A few days ago, a child came to me. Ow. Eager to learn swordsmanship and dreaming of becoming a hero, taking on the mantle of a mentor is no laughing matter. And I'm well aware of my own limits, are ya? Yet, neither could I bear to extinguish the light in his eyes, shining like stars. Truly a quandary. Given your vast knowledge and experience, might I trouble you to join me in planning a proper solution? Dude, I'm fighting for the Pyro Archon right now, what do you want? Well, I know you won't be fooled by that pretext, so allow me to just explain the truth of the matter in full. There is indeed a child seeking master, and I already suggested that he start by reading a few martial art novels I can't read, that I gifted him. And if after finishing them his heart still yearns for the life of a wandering chivalric hero, that's a line, I'll help you find a worthy teacher. And he did agree. However, he had one more request. He wishes for me to write a personal message in one of the books as encouragement. This, alas, the difficulty therein, I think only you would understand. I have arranged a private room for you at the inn, with the finest food and drink, and of course, all the stationery you might need. I humbly ask that you lend a helping pen and write a few words of inspiration. Your help would mean the world to me. Yeah. You know what's funny about these? These are like birthday messages from the characters, like, oh, meet me here, or do you want to help me this or help me that, right? But you can't actually act on these, and I feel like the game would be a little bit more funner if these were actually events. Like, if a character says, hey, might I ask you to join my birthday party? Like, actually have you go. Like, I think it would be fun to turn these mail things into a special, unique events, like one-time events that you never get to do again. Like, if you don't go when you receive the letter, you have like a certain time frame. I'm not saying give a person 3 seconds. Like, you have like a certain day or a certain time limit to go to that said area and find that said character. I think it would be fun because it would be unique, but I feel like the reason why they wouldn't do that is you need somebody to, you know, script dialogue lines, and you need the characters, the voice actors to dub those lines, but not everything needs to be dubbed, because I've played entire whole world quests with no voiceovers at all, and I still enjoyed it just fine. Because I got to read it myself, and it kind of gave it a little more of a personal touch. But sometimes being able to hear a character say a line is funner. Oh my god, his animation keeps breaking. Oh my god. You won't believe it, but that happens to me more often than not. Oh my god, how I swear to god. That happens to me constantly, where a character's animation, like their dialogue for their idle animation breaks. Like, there's times where I've been running and you can hear Lumion yawning. It's like, what? I don't know what causes it to do that. I think moving while they're emoting, or idling rather, causes something with the script to break. It's not a big deal, but it's something that's been happening since the beginning of the game. And I don't think there's a way to patch that. It's alright. I don't even really care, but it's funny when it happens. Yeah, I think it was this shop right here. I could have dropped him much faster than that, I just didn't feel like it. Catwoman. Yeah, we've never met her before, so we don't know that she's a Catwoman. Sheila, and I brought the person who needs the ancient name. She's super amazing, and I've already learned tons of stuff from her. I can vouch that she's really worthy of a hero's name.
Ah, yes, so I've heard. So young, and yet you've already got quite the reputation.
I am annoyed because people keep saying that Lumine is 16 when in fact she's over 500 years old, but let's roll with that.
Wait, are you Outlanders?
Yes.
Yep, we're travelers who just arrived in Natlan not too long ago.
Watch you be like, oh no.
No, I mean, I was aware that you're travelers. It's just no one told me that you're Outlanders.
Uh-oh. Because if I remember correctly, there's 6 tribes. I already have my affinity maxed out with the current top 3. Basically, Kachina, Milani, and Kenichi's tribes. I've already have mine's all maxed. But hers is maxed too, because she's from the same tribe as Kachina. They're both from the Children of Echoes, if you didn't know that. They're from the same tribe. Why is she a Catwoman and Kachina isn't? I don't know. I want to think that everybody from the Children of Echoes are some kind of human hybrid, because even Kachina her ears aren't human either. They're like some kind of rat ears, and she's straight up a cat, so I don't know what's going on with this tribe. I don't even want to think about that shit. But anyway, it's something where you have to be able to forge things that are true, what would you call it, Natlanians? What would you call that? People from Natlan. Because Fontaine is called Fontanian, but Natlan, what would you call it? Is it Natlanian, or is that, like, what would you call them? Basically, people from a Natlan, I think, are the only people that can get special names. That there was only ever one instance of them forging a name for somebody who wasn't from here, but I can't remember what that was about. Huh? You're saying the Pyron Archon didn't tell you?
No, the only thing she said is that a new hero had pledged herself to the plan, but we need to forge an ancient name to ensure she'd be able to return safe and sound. And she did mention that it would be quite difficult to forge an ancient name for them, but at the time, I thought she was just commenting on my skills.
Yeah, because I'm not actually from this region, so it's going to be hard. Because forging an ancient name, you have to forge it for a hero who's lived here. It's easier to forge a name for the people who are from here. It has something to do with the essence of the region. But because I'm not from this region, it's like, how are you going to blend the essence of the region together with somebody who's not even from here?
But I seem to understand where the true difficulty lies now.
Are you upset?
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm used to it, really. I just need a moment to process things.
But Lumine is not a normal human, though. She's literally a reincarnation of a star. At the beginning of the game, she has literally wings with 6 blades on each side, 3 on each wing. So if you ask me, even Lumine and Aether, they both had gnosises, because ours was stolen by the unknown god. So only gods have gnosises. So the fact that we also had one, it was like a little cube with a white light. I don't think we're human, really. I don't think we are. Why do you think that we can possess any elemental energy at will? Like, no normal person can do that.
The Pyro Archon's requests are always difficult to fulfill, and we used to argue a lot. Honestly, it's probably for the better that she didn't bring this up at the time.
You could tell she's clearly mad.
Anyway, I can't argue with her if she isn't here, and it'd be pointless to take my anger out on someone else.
I told you she was mad. I'm like what you call a psychic empath. I can get an elemental emotional reading on people. Like, even animals. Like, I feel like their emotions as my own. Sometimes it's a lot to take in. That's what she said. No, really, it is. If you've ever met, like, a real psychic medium or anything, It's so frustrating when you feel the emotions of somebody else entering your body, taking over how you feel, and you were fine seconds ago, but suddenly you're like overcome with grief or anger or frustration, and it's like really strong, and it like drowns out your own feelings, that you even start to lose control of who you are. You're like, you get really confused, and you're like, well, who am I? Because you feel those emotions like they're yours, and you have to take a step back when it gets too much. And it's funny that I picked up that she was mad. I mean, I know it's a game, but you could tell she was mad just by the look in her eyes.
But just because I understand her rationale doesn't make me any less upset. After all, she must have known that forging an ancient name for an outlander is an impossible task.
Told you.
It's impossible?
Because I'm not from here.
As you probably know, an ancient name is a symbol of a hero's spirit and glory, which grows even richer and heavier as generations of successors inherit it. We forge ancient names by engraving the heroic deeds of an individual who will become the first hero of that particular name.
I've got plenty of deeds under my belt. Yeah, I saw countless feats recorded in their adventure handbook. It felt like they could do anything.
But they were all performed outside of Natlan, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, she looks so defeated. Lumin, what?
Then those deeds haven't been recorded by the Night Kingdom. To take it one step further, even if you had performed heroic deeds in that land, as an outlander, your actions still wouldn't have been recorded by our lands. Only memories and experiences that have been acknowledged by the Wyab can be used as a basis for an ancient name.
But we saved a Wyab, remember? Even Lumin kind of glared at it in the Night Kingdom when we got sent there to go find Kachina. We cleansed one of them, and I think it was the Wyab from her tribe. So I think it'll know us. It has to.
Even the greatest of craftsmen cannot create something out of thin air now. That's just how it is.
Seems the Wyab don't want just anyone to get a name, huh?
Mawika, of all people, should know better than anyone. Yet she's still entrusted the task of forging the ancient name to me.
Is that how you say it? It's Mawika? I thought it was Mawika. Whatever.
Oh, Paimon gets it. Nobody's happy being asked to do the impossible.
Like, I was separating the M-A from the V-U-I, so it's like Mawika, and I guess that's not how you say it. It's Mawika. Whatever. Why do I feel like this has happened before? I think last time, Shilolin just ended up running dozens of laps around the hill nearby.
Ugh, don't remind me. Let's just focus on how we can pull this off. How to achieve the impossible.
You mean you're already willing to accept the task?
Well, what else can I do?
That
What's happened
lagging.
is already done, and it's not like I can outright defy the order of my Archon.
But your Archon is also a human woman, dude.
If she gave me this order, then she believes the ancient name is an indispensable part of our plan, and that I'll be able to find a way to make it happen. In other words, the order is an affirmation of my abilities.
Yeah, if you can't do it, then you're not worth shit. But that's also kind of messed up to base your skills on the opinions of somebody else.
Oh, not only has she accepted the task, but now she's looking for silver linings?
Maybe that's just how much she and the Archon trust each other. Yeah, let's see if we can find some special way to pull this off. If we really can't make it work, I'm not sure we can go back and talk to the Pyro Archon, right?
The key is getting the Wyab to somehow acknowledge the Traveler's existence and record her heroic deeds.
Well, I've met her there. See, this is what's funny. When Kachina was missing in the Night Kingdom and we went to go there and we saved her, we went with Chaska and Inansan and Milani. Wasn't there one other person? Paimon, no, that was everybody. When we went, we cleansed their clan's Wyab. There's a Wyab for each of the six tribes, and the one that belonged to the Children of Echoes, we cleansed her. It was a female, we cleansed her. I think it was theirs. So maybe she'll remember.
We heard the voice of a Wyab when we were in the Night Kingdom before. We even had a whole conversation with her. If we can talk to her again, maybe we can figure something out together.
Well, every tribe has their own Wyab. how do we know if the one you met is indeed the best one for us to talk to? Plus, considering the unprecedented nature of this situation, I have a feeling that the acknowledgement of one Wayab alone would probably not be enough.
Why would we need to gain the acknowledgement of all 6?
I don't know. That requires a level of knowledge that I do not possess. We need to find a consultant who's an expert on all things Night Kingdom and Wayab. The first person who comes to mind is Citlali at the Masters of the Nightwind. The one we call Granny Citlali.
Yeah, it's funny, they keep trying to say that Citlali is like an old woman, but she's a little girl. Well, not a little girl. She's a girl with pink hair, but they changed her design too, because there was people bitching about it, and it's really annoying. I thought she was cute as is, but everybody kept saying, oh, she's too pale, and oh, look at her fucking hair, and it's like, oh. Like, give the character a chance to come into creation before you start shitting on it. It's not even your design to begin with, so you don't really have a right to say what the character looks like. That's just my feelings and my opinion on it. It's like, it's not your story, it's not your game, it's not your character. So if somebody wants to make a character with bright fucking pink hair, it's their character, they can do so. Like, who are you to say they should change it? If you want a character with different skin color and hair color, then go make your own.
Oh, we've heard that name before. We used her spirit speaker stone to find Kachina's ancient name.
And then we broke it.
A person who can make something like that must be pretty impressive. I'm not sure she'd be able to help.
I doubt it. She's gonna be like, you broke my device? Well, we had to break it because the guy that we had asked to help us fish for her name, he was trying to look for his friend's name also, and he was getting pulled in by the abyss energy, and Chaska shot it with her bow and arrow, and shattered it. So it wasn't anything that I did.
Still, she's older now and quite eccentric. It's hard to even book a meeting with her, given that she's constantly holed up in her room and doesn't like to be disturbed. I've heard that to get her help, you have to be extremely patient with her and know how to keep her spirit up.
I know. Give her a cupcake.
I hate to break it to you, but...
She probably won't be very happy with us.
Huh. Why is that? I mean, didn't she already help you before? And you even managed to save Kachina.
Yeah, at the cost of her spirit speaker stone being split into 2.
Huh?
Great going, Moika. We're already off to a rocky start here.
But I wasn't the one who broke it, though. Chaska did, so how am I going to be held accountable for that?
In that case, I guess your only option is to try to emphasize that this is an important order from the Pyro Archon. Hopefully, Citlali would still want to show respect to the Archon.
Heh.
I'll also write you a letter on your behalf. If you can find someone to deliver it and mention some good things about you, then that should help too.
But see, the funny thing is, we weren't the one who split it in 2, though. Chaska was the one who shot it, so why would she be mad at us? Like, if somebody said, hey, look, the stone that you lent them got broken, but Illumine wasn't the one who broke it, Chaska was. I would not get mad at somebody who was just there. I would get mad at the person who physically broke it, and it was not us. Oh, let's ask Kanice to deliver the letter. He understands the whole situation and is already a familiar face to her because he visits her every night in her chamber.
I sure hope so. How won't interrupt when he's talking, though.
Alright, Kanice is a seasoned negotiator. I trust that he'll know the best things to say.
Oh god, fuck. Great, then I'll contact him right now on my handy-dandy cell phone.
Please just give me a moment to write the letter, and we can meet up near the Statue of the Seven later.
Yeah. You know what I think where this is going? I don't think anybody else has noticed it, but there's 6 tribes in the game, and if you max out your affinity, because you only have to get them to level 4, as where certain things in this game, maxing them to affinity in ways with the god statues is level 10. But these ones, you only have to get them to level 4, which I thought was kind of odd. Like, they had such a low level. Everything in the game, like even like the spirit trees went to like level 60. There's like 3 spirit trees. There's the one in Inazuma, the one in Sumeru, and the one in Dragonspine. I think the one in Dragonspine might have went to level 10, but the other 2 definitely went to 50. Because I haven't maxed. The Dream Tree, and then the Sacred Sakura. And then the Frost-bearing tree in Dragonspine. Like, everything in the game like that goes to a high level, but the tribe levels are low. And if you get them maxed out, they give you this Firestone, and when you click on it, it says, wait till the right moment to use this. And we've already been told in the game that we cannot access our pyro element because it's been like zapped up by the abyss. And I think something to do with those stones might give us our pyro powers, but I could be horribly wrong. Because most people would probably get mad at that. The reason why I say that is ever since the pyro region released, everybody's been looking forward to using like the pyro traveler. But if they're gonna lock it off to where you have to max out all 6 tribes to get the pyro power, some people are gonna get mad about that. Me personally, I think it's an incentive. Like, help the tribes, max them out, get rewarded. I don't think that's a problem. But we'll have to see where that's going, because I don't even know what to do with those stones. But they have to be important. But then again, the other 3 tribes are still locked off. They're still locked off and they're not even in the game, so I don't know what I'm supposed to do, because I would start on them right now. Because I want at least people that have the time at times to play this. I have over 5,300 hours in this game. Like, I'm pretty dedicated. And I'm one of those people that like to max out 100 everything. Like 100% everything. So, if those other 3 tribes would opened up, I would have them maxed out in probably about a month. Maybe 2 weeks. Because, reason why I say that is when you accept bounty hunts or tribe things requests, you have to wait a whole week in between each one. I am Kaniche though, that's funny. Let me show you what I'm talking about. My game's slow. These. It's called Blazing Flint Ore. Flint ore gets its name from the radiant glow it harbors. When grasped in one's hand, one can feel the fiery pulse thrumming within the stone. Perhaps one day, held high against the starry sky, it might emit a gentle gleam that illuminates the night. And when you try to use it, it says, wait for the moment to activate this item. And I think you need 6. And what's funny is there's 6 tribes, there's 6 stones. We are in the 6th elemental region. The pyro element is the 6th element that we would be getting. That's what I'm trying to tie them all together. I'm like 6, 6, 6. Like, in order to get our firepower, do we have to get all 6 of these stones? Like, it kind of just doesn't make any sense. You know what I mean? That chicken looks like nightmares. Go meet up with Kaniche. From where? My damn controller. This is my new controller, by the way, but... Oh, he's at the statue. You know what's fun about him? This. Ooh. Oh, I got caught by the fucking... The second one, he goes farther. Let me retry it again. He got caught by the wire. Let me try it again. Second one, he goes farther. There we go. Woo! Kaniche makes his way over after some time. It took him 5 years. We meet again. Kachina told me everything. I'll deliver the message to the Masters of the Nightwind and convince Citlali to give you a chance. Why are none of these voiced? I'll also take this chance to explain what happened to the Spirit Stone, Speaker Stone, why did I say it like that? And offer an apology in person.
I'm sorry to put this on you, Kaniche. It's just that you're probably the only person who knows how to deal with her.
He's like, of course I am. I have my magic dendro rope. If she refuses me, I'll just tie her up. Don't read too much into that. It's alright. We're all working for the sake of the Pyro Archon's plan, after all. Everyone here understands how dire the situation has become.
Oh, wait, so Kachina and the Traveler also know about the plan?
Because we all saw a hero of the past rematerialize right before our eyes. And then Milani said that a ton of knowledge and memory suddenly flooded her brain. The Pyro Archon explained everything when we came back from the Night Kingdom, including the reason behind the appearance of the hero, as well as the current state of the Night Kingdom.
Right! She mentioned there are 6 heroes and that Shilonen is one of 4 that have already been acknowledged.
Oh, well, then I suppose there's no need to keep any secrets between us. Having companions walk by your side is perhaps the best solace when facing such a bleak reality.
I have another piece of intel to share. We've pretty much identified the person who rescued the captain in the Stadium of the Sacred Flame. His name is Auroron, and he also hails from the Masters of Nightwind. However, he spent most of his life living out in the wilderness by himself, away from the rest of the tribe. That's why his disappearance went unnoticed. By the time Citlali finally realized that he was gone, no one had heard from him for quite a while. Yeah, he's like, I don't know how to feel about this game. I mean, I like it. It's just, it's other people that are negative. Auron is a character that everybody was going crazy online. It was saying that, oh, he should be dark-skinned. Oh, he's white. He's pale. And just hating on him. And it pissed me off because he had a really cool design, kind of like Kenichi's, even though people also shitted on Kenichi's design as well. He's a little taller. He has very eccentric colors. Even looks like he could have wolf ears. And there's everybody losing their shit over him, but I think he's fine as is. This is a fucking fantasy game anyway. Not everybody's supposed to be what you want them to be, and people need to get over that.
Citlali knows him too?
Apparently, yeah. That's right. Auron was an orphan raised by the chief of the Masters of the Nightwind and many other kind-hearted people in his tribe. Still, he's had something of an odd reputation his whole life. Odd, huh?
Given how the Masters of the Nightwind love to babble about dreams and revelations, they're already a pretty strange bunch to most. I've never met Auron, but if they consider him the odd one, he's got to be pretty far out there.
Yeah, he wears like a cloth hanging over half one side of his head. And he has like an ear, and it looks like the cloth that's on his right side of his head, I think it's the right side, it covers his ear, so he could be missing one. Either that or it's just a style choice. That's right. So in that sense, Auron and Citlali actually have quite a bit in common, which is why they get along pretty well.
Makes sense. But Paimon wonders how Citlali could be the first one to notice Auron's disappearance if she spends the whole day in her room.
That's why she started spending the life at her room, because she felt that he abandoned her. As if now. We still haven't been able to confirm whether Auron joined the Fatui voluntarily, or if he was coerced. Citlali is probably eager to prove that Auron hasn't betrayed his people. I plan to use this as leverage when I go to talk with her.
Huh, so if I'm following, you mean we'll help her investigate Auron and the captain's whereabouts?
Yes, if you're all on board with the idea, then it becomes a mutually beneficial collaboration, rather than just a one-sided request. Even though I don't think Citlali is the kind of person to turn down an order from the Pyro Archon, working together with us will help her focus on not get distracted by the whole Auron situation. That way we can get two birds with one stone.
Yeah! Plus, we kinda owe her one anyway to make up for breaking the spirit speaker's down.
We didn't break it! Shaska did, for the love of God!
Ah, this is a pretty well thought out plan. As expected of Molly Poke Henich.
Don't say it like that.
Then, yeah, I'll leave my letter to you. Let's hope Citlali can meet at the stadium in 2 days.
Sure, I'll head there right now and just take care out there. I'll be heading back as well. There are still a few things I need to pack.
Okay, then let's part ways for now. I'll see you in a couple of days.
Feel like I'm losing my mind. Fuck it. The second one, he goes the farthest. The only thing though is it uses a little bit of your phlogiston bar at the bottom, that fire bar that's glowing above my green health bar at the bottom middle of the screen. Get up the wall. Get up the wall. Get up the wall. Also, where did that, hold on. I don't know, I'm just really frustrated. I don't want to say how I feel about that because there's people that try to turn it into a race thing and I'm already about fucking had it with people wanting to be racist about shit. I've literally have had it. I've had it with that. I'm not even fucking kidding. I've fucking had it. I won't even talk to anybody if they're gonna bring that up. So, what do I want here? Feel like I'm losing my mind. 4. Besides, it's somebody else's idea. I mean, these characters. When I say that's not what the original character. What do you mean original? These characters are original. They're somebody else's characters. Like this story, this game, these characters belong to MiHoYo. They can make them however they want. People need to just quit being dumb already. That's like going and telling Nintendo. Oh, I hate the fact that Link is a male. He should be a woman with long black hair. Like, what? See how fucking dumb that sounds? See how fucking stupid that sounds? Oh my fucking god. Motherfucker. I'm gonna just go like this. I don't give a shit. It's supposed to be the day after tomorrow. I don't know, I just get mad when people try to come onto somebody else's story and tell them how they think it should be. It's like, you know, that's somebody else's vision for that story. You're not the one who wrote it. The characters don't belong to you. So you don't have a right to say. I've even gotten upset with some of the voice actors as well, who went online saying stuff, and I've unfollowed all of them. I'm really upset about it because there were some voice actors in this game who I thought were pretty cool people outside of the game, but this is why I do not get interested in people who voice characters from the games that I like, because outside of the game, outside of their characters, they are someone else. They are a real person just like me. But what hurts even more is when it's somebody who you looked up to and really appreciated their work, and then you see them say shit online that's just so fucked up that you can't look at them the same anymore. Like, especially when it comes to Sucrose's voice actress. She went unhinged off the deep end. And a lot of people have been talking about that. I have nothing to say. And I'm not gonna say anything. It's just because Sucrose isn't a super important character anyway, so I don't give a shit. But when it comes to main characters, voice actors, oh my god. Like, I think it was Sino, it was Sethos, like their voice actors were saying stuff. I think they even said Yoimiya's was. And like Beta, I don't really care for Beta, I don't give a shit. I don't really care for that character. I have her, but she's not interesting to me at all, so. I only care for like the main characters, like Heizo, Kazuha, Skara. Kenichi's new, his voice actor hasn't said anything. I only care for like main 5-star pretty boy characters. Out of all the characters I own, like some of my top favorites is probably Kenich. I do like Sethos a lot, but his voice actor, what he was saying, rubbed me the wrong way, because I really liked this character, and I feel like he's put a damper on me by what he was saying. Because like Sethos is like a kind of like a tan-skinned character. He's not white. But he was hating on some of the other characters in Notland, saying that they should be darker. And I felt like that was wrong of him to say that. But I feel like the reason why he was saying that is because he's a person of color himself. I have nothing wrong with that. I have nothing against that. It's just, you're hating on characters who aren't real, bro. What's your problem? It's like Kenich, Milani, Kachina, Sethos, Gaming. I like Lenny a lot. I like Fremine a lot. Kabe's okay. I like Risley a lot. I like Neuvillette a lot. He's voiced by Ray Chase, the same guy who voices Noctis. That's why I like him. Baishu's interesting. I wouldn't say he's my favorite because he's not. Mika's cute. I like Mika. I like Lynette because she's cat woman. I like cats. I also like Kirara a lot. Love Skara. He's the best fucking character in the entire game. Farazan's alright. Yeah, I was cute, but don't care for her. I like Al-Haytham a lot, but his voice actor also kind of seems like a hard person to get along with in real life. Because I've seen him his interaction with the other voice actors. He's like, I had no intention on coming and playing a game with you guys, and it kind of seems messed up to say that. Dia's okay. I like Layla a lot. Nahida's one of my favorites. I like Nilo. Sino was one of my top favorites. But after hearing what his voice actor was saying, I don't know, man. But hey, it's the voice actor saying that, not the character, so fuck it. Candace is average. Shinobu's alright. She's also voiced by the same girl who voices Kira Blackwood. She voices 2B in Nier Automata. She hasn't said anything, so she's okay. Heizo is one of my favorites. Kale's alright. It took me a long time to like Tenari again after his old voice actor. I'm not even getting into that. Dori I don't care for. I don't care for Yelan. Hayato's cool. I don't really care for Yaimiko. Shinha's alright. Yunjin's fine. I like A. Kokomi's okay. Toma's cool. Goro's alright. Ito's alright. Don't care for Sarah. Alli's okay, though I don't play the game she's from. I did like Yoimiya a lot, but after hearing what I heard, I don't know. Sayu's okay. Ayaka's alright. Lutao was cool. She kind of reminds me of me. I don't like Rosaria. I like Yanfei. I don't like Eula. I love Kazuha. Xiao's great. Special on that one. Ganyu's okay. I like Albedo, but after what his voice actor was saying too, I don't fucking know, bro. I love Zhongli. He's great. I don't like Shenyan. I like Kaching. I love Venti. Klee's alright. I don't really care for Diana. Child's one of my favorites. I don't really care for Mona, but she's okay. Chi's okay. I love Diluc. He's great. I hate June. Don't care for Sucrose much. Ningguang's average. I like Fischl a lot. I don't care for Bennett. Noel's okay. Changyin's one of my mains. My ice boy. Xingqiu's okay. I don't care for Beto. Shenling's alright. I like Razor. Barbara's cute. Don't care for Amber. Kaya's alright. And Lisa's alright as well. But when it comes to my top favorite characters, I would probably have to say... And like in terms of like overall personality and aesthetic wise, like if it comes to like my true top favorites, Diluc, Venti, Child, Xiao, Albedo, Zhongli, Kazuha, A, Heizo, Sino, Nahida, Skara, Lynette, Linny, Fremine, Nebula, Risley, Kave, Gaming, Sethos, Kinich, Milani, Kachina. I do like Shiori, and I do like Emily a lot. Navia is cool, I guess. She's okay. Xinyan is alright, Xinyan. Charlotte's okay too, and so is Sijuin. And Clarand as well. I didn't mention them. Or Chevres. But yeah, when it comes to like my top favorite characters, it's probably just them. I like Kino is okay, but yeah, when it comes to like my top favorite characters though, if I had to list like my top 5, it probably would be Skara, Kazuha, Heizo, Kanich, and Gaming maybe? Well, I like Xiao a lot. That's kind of a tie. Woo! I like Fremine a lot too, though. And Lenny.
Hey, Shilonen, how's everything going?
Oh my god, the line is voiced.
Oh, hi, Traveler and Paimon.
I stood up outside on top of your cliff for 3 days. Aren't I a freak?
I have bad news. Citlali did not reply to our request. Although, I suppose I'm not too surprised.
She's like, you broke my stone. Screw you.
Huh? You mean she didn't even bother to give Kanich a response? Guess she really does have quite the ego then.
Well, you broke her fucking spirit thing that probably took her 5,000 years to make.
Yeah, well, she can be also quite eccentric, though she's one of the most gifted people around. Even the Masters of the Nightwind often struggle to work with her. My guess is that she probably has other reasons for not deigning us with a response. But let's go to the stadium and see if we can meet her there. If we do get a chance to talk to her in person, we can still try to work something out.
I'm trying to figure out, is it the same girl I'm thinking of, or did they decide to scrap it and change her name? Because they keep referring to her as if though she's an old woman. But she's like a girl who looks like she's like maybe 19 or 20 with pink hair. Like she doesn't look at all like they're describing, so I'm trying to figure out if it's really the same person or not.
That's true. Let's go!
Ikimashou! I'm losing my mind, huh? Yeah, I'm trying to figure out if they do that with this game. There's times where they'll like give a character a name. And then I guess if it's met with like harsh criticism online, they completely rewrite the entire character. Many people have seen them do that. They change a character's design overnight. They did that with Kokumi and several others. Originally, Kazuha was supposed to be a woman with a polearm. And then they changed him to a man with a sword. Kind of glad that they did that. I think I like him better as a man than a woman. You know what I'm saying? Besides, this design wouldn't look good as a female. Look at this shit. How would you make that work? Just saying. Oh! You arrive at the stadium of the Sacred Flame as expected. She's not there. She's like, I'm gonna take home.
See anybody? Seems she's just not gonna show up, huh?
You'll know if you actually see her, because I'll probably gasp when I see her. If she really appears.
Well, we tried to be as considerate as we could.
Man, what is her outfit?
Obligation to help.
See what I mean? See how it looks awkward when people wear shorts when one whole side's cut out? She looks horribly naked. Like, it looks painful, too. Like, it looks like they're too tight on her legs.
That might be true, but this is still a request from the Pyro Archon, right? Shouldn't the subject always answer the call of their Archon?
It's like if you took a rubber band and wrapped it around a piece of a hot dog and then tried to bend it.
A subject? Well, if you ask me, I'd say we're all more like friends with the Archon.
Because she's a human. Well, the previous Archons we've met, they were not close with their people at all. For one, Venti, the animal Archon, doesn't even engage with his people, though he's amongst them. Zhongli also withdrew from his people, and they don't even know that he also walks amongst them. They think he's just a man at the funeral parlor when he's been there the whole time. And then 3, A's people were afraid of her, didn't even want to come near her, because she was, the freaking euthymia and the paradise forever nonsense, the immortality. So her people were afraid of her. She was also stilling their visions and putting them in a statue of her. So can you really blame them? And then Sumeru, Nahida's people put her in a cage with chains and treated her like a child. And then Farina, people didn't really know, well, people knew her as the real Archon. Well, they thought she was. She was actually she's like a clone of the Archon. She's Focalor's human side that she cut out of herself. Like, she separated her humanity and divinity from each other, and that's why there was 2 of her. But even then, towards the end, people started to say she was false too and didn't believe who she was. But before that, it seems like out of all the Archons, Farina was living it up. Like, everybody knew who she was, everybody recognized her as the Hydra Archon, and everybody respected her as such and liked her as she was. So out of all the Archons so far, Farina had like the best life, even though she also had the most suffering. And then here, this Pyro Archon, all of her people are like her friends. So I want to say out of all the Archons, actually, Mavica has it the easiest. Because everybody approaches her and talks to her casually. As for the other Archons, you can't even do that.
Yes, Mawika is our leader, but that doesn't mean there's any kind of tall barrier between us and her.
That's because she's also a human, as where the other Archons were real gods. But then again, wasn't Venti like a little imp wisp before he became a god? But my point is, he's not human. That's the point I'm trying to make.
The only thing is that she often has very high expectations of us.
Yeah, I can tell.
So even though she's super powerful, it sounds like she's actually pretty down to earth and easy to get along with.
She's human.
Unlike that old hag Granny Citlali, right?
There she is.
Does she think she can ignore us just because she's famous?
She's right there. She's not a granny.
You all talk about her like she's some kind of huge deal, but she didn't even bother to reply to my letter. Seriously, if she didn't want to come, she could at least let us know.
That's why I keep saying she's a granny, but I told you she's a young woman.
If that's what aging does to you, Paimon never wants to get old.
Oh, really? So, that's how you see me?
I told you she was a young girl. So they didn't change her. She looks the same. See, this is what she looks like. This is supposed to be her. And everybody was like, oh, she's too pale. Oh my god, what the fuck's wrong with her hair color? Oh my god.
Who's there? Who's standing next to Paimon?
It's her.
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just a disgruntled old hag, right? Come on, relax. I'm sure my bark's worse than my bite.
Huh? Citlali.
Huh.
Wait, you're Citlali? You're Granny Citlali?
Yes, Granny Citlali. But emphasis on Citlali, not Granny.
Yeah, I told you. She's like a young girl.
You must know this trope from light novels, surely. They use it all the time. The young man who's actually the oldest person in the room.
Yeah.
The girl next door who turns out to be a seasoned veteran. The wise sage who looks like a little kid.
Yeah, you're right.